Welcome to Birdseeds. As always, thank you so much for listening. Today we're going to talk about the most valuable thing that I learned in college, and it had nothing to do with a specific class or a specific lesson or anything like that. It was a realization, if you will. So one interesting fact about me that you may not know, I graduated college in 7 semesters, so 3.5 years of actual college time. So I took a year off between high school and college. I think I've mentioned that on this podcast, where I took a year off. I tried to be a rock star. Unfortunately, I didn't have a band most of that time, the way that things worked out. But I graduated high school, decided I was going to try to be a musician. I was going to try to make it as a live musician. Ultimately decided, okay, I'm going to go to college. I was accepted to a small college in New York on Long Island called Five Towns College in New York. Deferred my enrollment there. Then I decided I was going to move to Chicago and play music with friends that I had in Chicago. Start a band out there, and there happened to be a college in downtown Chicago called Columbia College of Chicago. Columbia College is an arts business school. So I graduated with a degree in arts, entertainment, media management. What is that? Basically music business, if you will. It's a business degree with a focus on music, where I focused on marketing and production, and that's what I went to school for. And I'm so incredibly appreciative of my parents for helping me front that bill, because obviously we know college is very expensive. And I believe wholeheartedly that my parents' philosophy on that was exactly right, which was I took out the maximum FAFSA, government subsidized student loans, that I could get, and they covered the balance. So I still had skin in the game. I still had my own money in there. And their thought was, why should you be punished and not be able to get the good student loans because we made too much? So I really appreciate that. I plan to do this something very similar to the kids, because I don't believe in just giving it away. They need to have skin in the game. So I thought that was perfect. Anyway, so my dad approaches me. I guess it was probably around 1.5 years left of college, and said, hey, I'm going to retire. On this date or whatever the time frame was, and I don't want to pay for college after that. Certainly understandable. Said, so I know that the average time frame for college has gone to 5 years for most people, but you're smarter than most people. So I will give you 4.5 years, but from when you should have started, because I shouldn't get penalized because you took a year off. Again, perfectly fair, makes perfect sense. And I said, okay, well, what if I graduate early? No, that's fine. I said, but it's going to increase the credit hours. You get up to whatever it is, 15 credit hours built into the price, and then you could add credit hours on top. So that's fine. I don't really care what the cost is between now and then. I'm just done on this date. Okay. So my last 3 semesters in college were 23 credit hours. Now, mind you, I was running a business at the time, so I had my own business that I was running. I had a band, full-time band that was playing. I worked at a restaurant, and I had an internship that I had converted into a paid internship. I had basically found a place in the company to be employed. And I still managed 23 credit hours. How did I do all that? Well, I figured Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the days that I'm least likely to be needed as a musician for my band, I'm gonna cram school into those 3 days. So I would leave for class at like 7 a.m. to get on the train. So I lived about 45-minute train ride outside of the city. So I'd get on the train 7 in the morning, whatever it was, first class at 8:30. And then I would be in school and I would stay. My last class would usually end around 9:30. Well, as it so turned out, that if it ended at 9:30, there was a 9:35 train back. I couldn't catch it. So I either had to leave class a little bit early, which some days I did, or the next train after that was like 11 o'clock. I don't remember what it was, but it was a long time. Well, I would go to the pub and I would do all my homework in that time frame. So I basically managed school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with 23 credit hours in those 3 days. And then that gave me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to run my business, to work shifts at the restaurant, to run my business, play music, work shifts at the restaurant, all those things. So what is the lesson that actually came out of that? Time is a construct. At the end of the day, there's enough time to do whatever you want to do. It's about how you prioritize and organize that time. I don't think I'd be where I am today to be able to do the amount that I do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, a yearly basis, if I hadn't had learned that lesson at that time. And I don't know if I've ever even thanked my dad. Dad, if you listen, thank you for teaching me that lesson. I know that wasn't your intent, but you really instilled that work ethic in me and the ability to manage time. Again, it's just a construct. There is plenty of time to do what you want to do as long as you are intentional about doing it. Thanks for listening. It's been Birdseeds. Have a wonderful day.